Jim Henson's The Christmas Toy is the most Christmassy, nostalgic, made-for-TV special that you never knew you needed in your life until now. I can't believe this. I never saw this as a kid. My friend last year said, "Oh yeah, I watch The Christmas Toy every year." Whoa, what's The Christmas Toy? What's The Christmas Toy? You were born in the 80s and don't know what The Christmas Toy was? Okay, so this came out in 1986, so I was 5 years old. This should have played heavily when I was a kid, yet I never saw it. And it's Jim Henson. I mean, how could this not have been in my world? I'm glad it is now. I'm just going to say that. So this is the cutest little Christmas story. It has all Muppets everywhere we go and all those familiar Muppet voices. Even though it's not the typical Muppet characters, Kermit does make an appearance. This is only 1 hour long, which makes it just that perfect viewing time because, you know, we're from the 80s and 90s. We're not used to these 2.5 hour long movies. Hour and a half, good enough for me. Maybe an hour and 45 minutes if it's top tier. So an hour, I'm loving that. So anyways, let's get down to these characters because the characters are the heart of the story. This is full on pre-Toy Story. And dare I say it's better than Toy Story? Okay, it's better than Toy Story because it's Muppets, people. Nothing gets cuter and cooler than Muppets. And seeing like real people interacting and hugging Muppets, I love it. Okay, so anyways, you know, this family, the Jones, they have the typical mom, dad. We only see them from like their calves down. You know, they're like the big characters in this that a mom and dad, you never really see them, but you hear them talking. The sister and the brother, and they have their own playroom with a fireplace and everything because they must be rich. I don't know. I never had a fireplace in my playroom, whatever. But anyways, there's so many toys here. As soon as the people leave, the toys come to life. They start singing and dancing, and they're loving life. They love their kids. They love everything about being in the Joneses' playroom. However, you know, they cannot be seen moving. So what happens when they move? And they are seen, dire consequences for these toys. And I'm not talking kiddie stuff here. I mean, these toys are kaput. They're seen out and about. They're going in the trash bin. They're dead. Okay, so that adds like a level of stress to this whole thing. All right. So anyways, Rugby the Tiger, who's also the voice of Rizzo the Rat in the Muppet Christmas Carol, another favorite. He is the Christmas toy from last year. And he's a cocky little thing. You know, he doesn't understand that you don't get the same Christmas toy every year from Santa. He was the Christmas toy last year, and there's going to be a new Christmas toy this year. But he thinks he's the king of the castle. However, there's this little doll, you know, probably like Chucky's sister-looking doll. Not my favorite choice for a doll, but her name is Apple, and she was the Christmas toy the year before Rugby. So she's like the veteran toy, okay? She knows what's happening at Christmas time. She's trying to be nice and kind of hint to Rugby, like, okay, it's Christmas Eve now. Be prepared. We got a new toy coming. There's going to be a new, you know, top dog in the playroom. Rugby, he's delusional. I mean, you got to love him, but he's the typical delusional toy thinking he is the best thing since sliced bread. So Apple just cannot convince him. So Rugby thinks that he has to go down to the Christmas tree and get in a box so that the kids can open him up again on Christmas. Because that's what he is. Okay, Apple is trying to tell him, the other toys are trying to tell him, no, don't go. This is too risky. This is not something that you want to take on Christmas Eve. The stakes are high, Rugby. Chill. Okay, Rugby's not listening. Enter another part that could throw this whole thing off for these toys. We have a cat. And in every Toy Story, the cat is the villain. And this cat's name is Ouija. Sounds even spookier. Ouija walks around with an attitude, giving the toys the side eye here, ready to tell any second, hey, look, humans, we got some toys over here that are talking to each other. Anyways, they're always skirting around Ouija. Ouija also has a toy. Get ready for this, people. The toy has a name. And it is Mew. Like a cat goes, mew. Oh, it's so cute. Okay, so Mew is actually a catnip toy. So whenever Mew comes around, everybody thinks he stinks and wants to kind of kick him out. He's like the annoying little brother. However, Mew is the cutest thing to walk into that playroom as far as I'm concerned. It doesn't get much cuter than Mew. So Mew has a heart of gold, even though the others treat him like crap. And he knows that this is going to be a suicide mission for Rugby to go down to that tree. So Mew follows him. And the others, no, don't do it. But they're realizing Rugby's not to be stopped. He's a force of nature around this playroom. So Apple devises a strategy where they're going to have guards and outposts, and they got little cabbies coming to take them down quicker to the Christmas tree so they can't be seen. It's this whole stealth mission. And meanwhile, Rugby is totally oblivious, not even knowing he's putting everybody in danger. And at some point, I just couldn't take it, and I wanted to scream through the television, Rugby, get some sense into you dang old tiger head. So anyways, he makes it to the tree. Boy, was he in for a rude awakening. He opens a box to try to go in. There's a toy in the box. And this toy is not too keen on making Rugby feel comfortable. This toy is Meteora, queen of the asteroids. And she comes out and she is a character. She brings a lot of fun to this, although she doesn't quite understand where she is, what's going on. Everybody's trying to explain to her. They just kind of have to play into her delusions because there's no time, to let her know all about this Christmas thing and what's happening. So, like I said before, Rugby's putting everyone in danger. The parents hear the commotion and wake up. They're just about to look over the railing at the Christmas tree. And Mew saves the day. Mew makes a cat sound. The dad, oh, it's just the cat. Let's go back to bed. There is so much drama that comes after that, though. I'm not getting into it. I'm not spoiling this for anybody because the Christmas toy is a must watch. Okay. Must also mention some very great songs in this. Have you singing along? Who cannot love a song in Muppet voices? I mean, even if the song kind of stinks, it's a Muppet voice. You're going to sing along. So this one is a definite watch. If you have not watched it, it will be on your Christmas watch list every single year. You can find it on Prime, Tubi, Peacock, and YouTube, which is where I found it. I highly recommend it. You need to watch it to see how it ends. So good. One of the best Christmas specials I never knew I needed in my life. So happy I discovered it.